Hey, how's it going, everybody? Sarasota, Tim. I got a rant. I got a vent. This change of address thing is becoming, unbelievable. Well, I got the bottom line. All right? You're like, we don't really care. I know some of you do. Listen to this. I put a change of address in, and it says, no can do, because my mail comes to the community. We don't have mailboxes out here in the trailer park. They do. Like some residents, some apartments and condos, they have a mail central area where they literally have to go a block down the street or wherever it is to the mailboxes and get their mail. They don't have one at their door. Well, we have the same thing here. We really do. So it's not a big deal. But where I'm at, this section, this new addition, this what do you call it when you add property, you annex something to something else? Well, the bottom line is, it's got to do with business address. My address is coming to a business. If I was in a condo or a residential area where they had a mail center where everybody stops, over near the pool where the mailboxes are, go out, get out of their car, get their mail. But that's a residence. My mail, and I thought it was kind of cool when I moved here, that I could receive my mail here. I didn't have to get a post office box. Because people live here year round. This is not a campground. People live here. I think there are people that come and go, few of the sites, but most people, they live here. And so they can get their mail here. And there is a postal boxes that everybody else in here goes and gets their mail. How come, that's making me think, how come they're using, I don't get it. I just thought of something. Those other people are using the business address to get their mail. The only thing difference is their lot number. And I'm in a different address. It's not that anymore because I'm across the street. That's what it is. And so first it was, you can't change your address, personal address, from a business address. Let's say you work for ABC company and you were getting some mail there at your job. You cannot forward. You would have to contact the people yourself that you got your mail from that was sent to that business. Because if you tried to put a forwarding address in from that address, the post office is going to think that the business wants all the mail to go to this new address. So I would be forwarding essentially this business, Sun Properties, mail to my box. Well, they picked up on that right away and said, we ain't doing that. That won't work because it came up as a business address. So I was told, well, just skip the computer and fill out the card the old school way. And we sent it to Georgia. I guess that's where the processing place is for Florida residents. Weird, isn't it? And it'll be done. You'll get your confirmation letter that you changed your address and this and that. And the mail will be held and then it will be forwarded to you, in 10 days or something like that. But it never came. And it's been like 2 weeks. I know you're getting tired of hearing about it. I'm getting tired of dealing with it. And so I finally got the Postal General. It wasn't, but she was somebody. And man, let me tell you, it's like trying to call the phone company back in the day. You remember that? Oh man, that'd make a good video. Remember those old days trying to call the phone company? It would take hours to get somebody on the phone. So anyway, I went through all these prompts and waiting and kept saying customer service and all the things that I've learned over the years on how to bypass that AI crap. And the Postal Service has got you jumping through hoop after hoop after hoop before you get a live person. Well, I finally got this lady, and she was very helpful and very, very nice. And she told me, and she goes, I apologize for them at the post office telling you that. That is misinformation. So this just proves also when you call Social Security, I know this is a little different thing, I'm switching on you. You get a different story. I've had so many people tell me that. That's why they rely on YouTube, on people like me and others that can share about different aspects of Social Security. When to file, survivor benefits, this, that, all these different aspects, because we actually study it and read it. And you call up an actual employee and they're like, I don't know. Or they just throw something at you because they're government workers. And they just say, well, that'll satisfy them. That's my best guess. And that's what happens. And then it's getting somebody on the phone. That's the mainest thing. So it's the same way with the post office. And I'm about ready to go postal. So I can't change my address unless I think of every single person, creditor, credit card, bank, car insurance, friend, relative, enemy, whoever I get mail from, Medicare, Humana, junk mail, well, I'm not going to call them. Get them on the phone, go to their office, contact all these credit cards. I got about 20 of them. Doctors, because they're not going to be notified with the simple change of address card that when they send mail, they're notified, hey, this person, your customer, doesn't live there anymore. And that's handled for us. Now you got to do it. I have to do it because of this situation, because my address is a business. I have to call everybody. And it doesn't matter, because at first I thought I could get out of it, and I said, you know what, I'm just going to get a post office box at the post office. To heck with all this. And I got my keys yesterday. I finally got my box and about 3 keys, and they all work perfect. And it opens up, and there's nothing in it. And there's never going to be anything in it. So I thought, I'll just go get a post office box. Simple, right? That's the same thing. I still got to call everybody and give them that address, the post office box, or the address I got for this place, or any address. If I want my mail to go to your house, I can't forward it from where I've already assigned it to because it's a business. Otherwise, they're going to want to, forward the business. They don't understand it being individual. And when the lady kept saying, unless you contact everybody in there, or something like that she was saying, I'm thinking, why do we got to contact all these other RVers? What are you talking about? What she was saying is you got to contact your creditors, and then you can start receiving your mail at the box that they finally gave you with those keys, those shiny gold keys. But you're going to have to call everybody. So now that's what I got to do. Now I will go into my bank and I told the office, I said, I hope you don't mind us coming in there getting our mail for another few months, because until I receive every piece of mail that I ever get here, I don't know who they are. I get so many different people. And I can say, okay, this is mail. Let me contact them as they come in, see? I mean, I only need to contact the ones that, mail me something. Most everybody does online, your online bill, your credit card and all that. They still want an address though, in the event, in case you don't want to go paperless. So anyway, that's my rant, that's my deal. Isn't that something? So if you go move into a business, like a campground, an RV park, and it's not, and you use the address of the business, you don't have your own individual address, you're not going to be able to change that with a change of address card. You're going to have to then contact everybody. When I was young, I used to want to do that. I only had a few people anyway, and I didn't want anybody else to know where I was at. Just kidding. No, not really. I did want to shake a few people, mainly junk mail. I didn't want junk mail following me. I thought, well, if I just contact, my insurance and whoever, like that, then, that'll be good. Because I hate junk mail. I hate spam calls. I hate all that crap. But we still get it, Let's see. I'll make another video to talk about what I was going to say. This was about the mail rant. All right, that's it. Crush it.